Welcome back, Blue Devils, to the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Kevin Burpee, alongside Evan McIntyre, and buckle in as we have an action-packed week of LTU athletics ahead.
From game highlights to standout performances, we've got the latest coverage from campus athletics you won't want to miss.
Kicking it off, Lawrence Tech softball came away with a doubleheader sweep over Grace Christian University in an action-packed day. In Game 1, the Blue Devils cruised to a 9-2 win, taking advantage of 4 Tiger errors while out-hitting them 10-6. Sydney Mayer led the way in the circle, shutting things down after just 2 innings. Game 2 was a much tighter battle, with LTU pulling off an 11-10 comeback victory. After falling behind during a 6-run 4th inning from Grace Christian, the Blue Devils responded with 5 runs in the 6th to take the lead. With 12 hits and more defensive miscues from the Tigers, Lawrence Tech completed the sweep in dramatic fashion. Men's volleyball bounced back from a slow start to defeat Aquinas College in 4 sets Tuesday night at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse, winning 3-1 after dropping the opening set 25-21. The Blue Devils took control the rest of the way with a commanding 25-12, 25-19, and 25-13 sets. LTU dominated statistically, out-hitting Aquinas 49-33. They outscored them 96-69 on the day. Igor Volkov led the charge with match-high 20 kills, along with 5 aces and strong all-round play. Setter Pedro Aguar added 35 assists and 11 digs, while Mario Cid was highly efficient with 11 kills on a .600 hitting percentage. After a tough first set, the Blue Devils responded with strong serving and improved blocking, tallying 10 aces and 12 total blocks as a team. Their defense limited Aquinas' offense and helped fuel a comeback in the 3rd set before cruising to victory in the 4th. With the win, Lawrence Tech showcased balanced scoring and strong team defense to secure an important conference victory at home.
Lawrence Tech softball had a quick turnaround and delivered yet another dominant doubleheader sweep, this time against Rochester Christian University. In Game 1, the Blue Devils rolled to a 13-4 run rule victory, highlighted by a 7-run 5th inning. Sophia Props led the way with 3 hits, while Alyssa Bloomfield and Sarah Baskett each drove in 2 runs. Baskett also earned the win in the circle with 7 strikeouts. In Game 2, LTU stayed in control with a 6-0 shutout. Delaney Monroe launched a solo home run, and Emmy Fowler went a perfect 3-for-3 with 3 RBIs. Natalie Pridemore and Michaela Tim combined to hold the opposition scoreless, competing an impressive sweep for the Blue Devils. And the women's lacrosse team battled through a back-and-forth contest but came up just short, failing to the 10th-ranked Marian University 13-12 in overtime on Wednesday. The Blue Devils started strong, taking an early 3-2 lead after the first quarter, but Marian responded to grab a 6-4 advantage heading into halftime. Lawrence Tech surged back in the second half, tying the game in the 3rd and reclaiming the lead multiple times behind a strong offensive play. Bella LaWurst led the way with 4 goals, while Allison Wallenczak and Morgan Walagora added key contributions as the Blue Devils finished with 12 goals and 26 shots. After building a late 12-11 lead, Lawrence Tech looked poised to close it out, but Marian converted a free position opportunity with just 16 seconds remaining to force overtime. In the extra period, Marian capitalized again on a free position chance to score the 13-12 win, handing the Blue Devils a tough loss in the game that featured multiple lead changes throughout. Lawrence Tech's men's lacrosse team struggled to recover from a fast start by Aquinas, falling 19-7 in the conference action on Wednesday. The Saints set the tone early, scoring 6 goals in the first quarter and extending their lead to 12-2 by halftime, putting the Blue Devils in a tough position. Trevor Donahue got Lawrence Tech on the board early, but Aquinas maintained constant pressure with a high-powered offense throughout the first half. The Blue Devils showed improvement after the break, scoring 5 second-half goals, including efforts from Max Viviano, Brendan Chenevere, and Wyatt Salomon. Defensively, goalkeeper Dylan Porter set a new WAC single-game record with an impressive 29 saves while facing a heavy 74-shot attack. Lawrence Tech also competed well in faceoffs and ground balls, but couldn't overcome the early gap. Aquinas' balanced scoring attack proved to be too much for the Blue Devils to handle in a 19-7 loss. Lawrence Tech's men's volleyball team delivered a strong performance Friday night, sweeping Goshen College in straight sets 3-0 at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse. The Blue Devils controlled the first 2 sets with identical 25-16 wins, using a balanced attack and solid net play to take command early. The 3rd set proved more competitive, with Goshen pushing in the match 24-24, but Lawrence Tech stayed composed. A clutch kill from Mario Cid and a Goshen error sealed the 26-24 win and completed the sweep. Igor Volkov led the way with 13 kills and a standout all-around performance, while Seed and Akram Askul added key contributions. As a team, the Blue Devils totaled 38 kills and 12 blocks, showcasing their efficiency and defensive strength in the victory.
Lawrence Tech Golf delivered a strong showing at the LTU Heritage Hill Collegiate in Kentucky, with both teams finishing on the podium. The women led the way, placing second out of 9 teams with a 3-round total of 962. Tanawan Vechinyan Vivat paced the Blue Devils, tying for 7th, while 3 other golfers finished inside the top 15, highlighting the team's depth and consistency. On the men's side, Lawrence Tech secured a 3rd place finish, also out of 9 teams. Martine Wing led the group with a tie for 7th, while Richard Bramley and Jasper Comcomer each placed in the top 20, contributing to a balanced team performance. But overall, it was a successful weekend for the Blue Devils, as both squads relied on consistent play across the lineup to compete at a high level and bring home 2 top 3 finishes. Baseball earned a Saturday sweep at Siena Heights University with a 10-6 win in Game 1 and a 5-1 victory in Game 2 at McLaughlin Stadium. In the opener, the Blue Devils erased an early deficit and broke the game open with a 4-run 5th inning, adding 3 more in the 6th. Drew Shornock, Justin Baird, and Luke Weinberger led the offense, while Kenny Wright earned the win with 5 solid innings of work at the mound. Speed and pressure played a key role as LTU stole 9 bases and capitalized on 4 Saints errors. In the nightcap, Lawrence Tech used timely hitting and opponent miscues to turn a 1-1 tie into a 5-1 victory. Ethan Hockendoner dominated on the mound, striking out 16 batters over 7 innings, while the Blue Devils scored 4 unanswered runs late. Baird and DeAndre Parnell led the offense, and strong base running helped LTU close out the series sweep. Men's lacrosse fell 15-11 to number 7 Indiana Tech University Saturday at Warrior Athletic Field in Fort Wayne. The Blue Devils erased deficits twice to stay in the game, including late rallies to tie the score at 6-6 and 8-8. But Indiana Tech broke through late in the 3rd quarter and outscored LTU 6-3 in the 4th to seal the victory. Andrew Halushka and Brennan Shinavere led Lawrence Tech with 3 goals each, while Luke Gannon added 2 more on man-up opportunities. Dylan Porter made 19 saves in goal, helping the Blue Devils stay competitive despite facing 56 shots. With Porter's performance this weekend, he now holds the program record for career saves with 334. Lawrence Tech totaled 11 goals and 6 assists on 44 shots, with strong face-off work, winning 18 of 29 draws. But Indiana Tech's late momentum proved decisive. Women's lacrosse rolled to an 18-6 away victory over Bethel University Saturday at Morey Field. After a tight 2-2 first quarter, the Blue Devils exploded for 8 goals in the second to take control and carry a 10-3 lead into halftime. Allison Waldenzak led the way with 6 goals, including 3 free precision strikes, while Mari Pellman added 5 and Jocelyn Vandersvaag contributed 3. Lawrence Tech dominated possession, winning 18 of 24 draws and outshooting Bethel 41-10, turning a balanced attack and strong special team play into a decisive win. Lawrence Tech men's volleyball fell 3-0 to 13th-ranked Bethel University Saturday at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse in a tightly contested WAC matchup. Each set went down to the final points with scores of 25-23, 25-22, and 25-23. But the Blue Devils couldn't find the late runs needed to extend the match. Igor Volkov led LTU with 15 kills and 15 points, while Pedro Aguar contributed 35 assists. Lawrence Tech posted 41 kills and 37 assists, but was hampered with 12 service errors and no aces. The Blue Devils' consistent pressure just wasn't enough in the end.
Lawrence Tech baseball struggled in the Sunday doubleheader at Siena Heights, falling 5-3 in Game 1 and 14-5 in Game 2 at McLaughlin Stadium. In the opener, the Blue Devils carried a 2-run lead into the 5th inning, but Siena Heights scored 3 to take control. Andrew Mers, Justin Baird, and Brady Rogers led LTU offensively, but 4 runners left on base proved to be costly. Game 2 saw Siena Heights seize an early lead with a 4-run 2nd inning and a 6-run 4th, building a 12-1 advantage. Lawrence Tech rallied late with 10 hits and scored 4 runs in the final 2 innings, paced by Brady Lee and Chase Thornton, but the early deficit was too much to overcome. Lawrence Tech softball swept a doubleheader against Lourdes, winning 6-3 and 11-3 respectively at home. In Game 1, a 5-run 4th inning highlighted by Brenna Crittenden's bases-loaded triple propelled the Blue Devils to victory, while Sarah Basket earned the complete game win, allowing just 3 runs. In the nightcap, LTU's offense erupted for 16 hits, including home runs from Delaney Monroe and Zoe Markey, with Monroe going 3 for 4. Natalie Pridemore pitched 8 strong innings with 8 strikeouts and contributed 2 RBIs, helping the Blue Devils secure the 11-3 win and improve to 19-7 on the season. Taking a look at the week ahead, men's volleyball takes on Cornerstone University at the Dom Riddler Fieldhouse at 7 p.m. on Tuesday night. This is volleyball senior night, so come on out and support your Blue Devils.
Wednesday, softball has more WAC play with a home doubleheader at the Hawk against Aquinas College at 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Women's lacrosse will also be hosting Madonna University in a WAC matchup at Blue Devil Stadium at 6 p.m.
Fast forward to Friday, baseball has a home doubleheader at UWM Field against Cleary University with games set for 2 p.m. and 5 p.m.
This Saturday, men's and women's track will head over to Oakland, Michigan to partake in the Golden Grizzlies Invite as they continue their outdoor season. The first events kick off at 10 a.m. Men's and women's tennis are headed to Marion, Indiana to compete in the Doc Richards Invite with matchups against Indiana Wesleyan University and Missouri Baptist University. Matches are set to start at 10 a.m.
Women's lacrosse is at home for their senior day against Aquinas College at Blue Devil Stadium, with the game planned to start at 1 p.m. Men's lacrosse will travel down to Upland, Indiana to take on the 9th-ranked Taylor University Trojans. The game is set to start at 1 p.m.
LTU softball is at home hosting a doubleheader against 6th-ranked Madonna University in the I-96 rivalry at the Hawk. Games are set for 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. That's all for this edition of Lawrence Tech Sports Report. From big wins to standout moments, the Blue Devils continue to bring the energy every game. Be sure to stay connected for more updates, highlights, and all the latest from LTU Athletics. I'm Kevin Burpee.
And I'm Evan McIntyre, and we thank you for watching, and see you next time, Blue Devils.